Thank you. Thanks, Rolf, and thank you, Philip. That was a great presentation. And before I explain why I would like to be turned into a cyborg, just wanted to call back to a couple of points that Stuart made. That needs change, our customers' needs change, and Emma was saying that every day is different, which is why I would like to be turned into a cyborg, and why I'm trying to turn myself into a cyborg. So I'm not suggesting that we necessarily send this guy out to do our quarterly business reviews. But what I am saying is that our roles are very varied. There's some things which are a little bit more like making pizza, where it's best done, by hand, by a human being, with a little bit of love and intentionality, and that's things engaging with our customers, asking good questions, solving problems, being an advocate internally. And we need as much time as we can to focus on that side of our role. And then there's other things which are a little bit more, perhaps lower value to our customers. They still need to be done, but as much as we can, we should try to reduce those down, streamline them, automate them where we can, put some processes around them so we can spend less time doing that stuff and more time making pizzas and spending time with our customers. So I've got a couple of examples around where I've seen that in action in my roles, which might be a little call to action for some of you to potentially look at some of these approaches and find some of these opportunities. So in my current role as a CSM at EcoPortal, we generate reports for our customers, which I'm sure lots of you do as well. And they've got an even split on this cyborg, the human side and the technical or the data-driven kind of side as well. So there's the really juicy bits of our analysis and our recommendations and our comments and our thoughts and sharing proactive ideas for our customers. And then there's the data that we have to pull out of multiple systems and compile and turn it into charts and graphs and all the rest of it. And what our Chief Customer Officer, Jan Tibble, has done is create a template for us that just generates those reports. All of that information is gathered super quickly for us so that we can generate much better insights for our customers and spend more time on that side of things. So the call to action of this slide is just to look for those opportunities where you've yourself or your team spending time as human beings doing things that could be sped up, automated, or streamlined a little bit so that you can spend a bit more time doing the human stuff. So the next point is to take a step back every now and again and actually tune up your systems, your processes. There may be functionality in your current systems that you're not using. If it's not obvious, that's a tuning fork hitting some water, which I thought was a cool photo. And an example of where we've done this in my current role is I knew that I was going to be out of action for a couple of days. So I said to the sub team that I work in with all of our customer requests and customer tickets and change requests, I said, I'm not sure if our system is our HubSpot where we keep all our tickets is totally up to date. I think it is, but I'm just going to pull down the tickets and chuck them in order for you and send them through. Would that be useful? And they said, yep. And when I was back in the office a couple of days later, what we found was that the order that I thought things should go in didn't actually match what was in the system 100%. So we found some better ways to use the existing fields in the system. Based on that innovation, we were prompted to take a little bit of a step back and analyze what we were doing and found some better ways to do things. So the call to action off this one is just to take the time to step back and think about the things that you're doing and look for those opportunities. And then the last one, just got a few seconds left here, is in my role before this one. It's going from region to region, running regional user groups. And I'd often spend quite a bit of time preparing for those. And I thought, is this really a good use of time? So I still did a bit of preparation, but I left a big chunk in the agenda for one of those sessions to just ask the customers some questions. And I just said, what are your challenges and triumphs that you'd like to talk about or share? Wrote them up on the whiteboard. We put ticks on them as we went past, and customers said, yep, I'd like to talk about that as well. And we actually had some of the best conversations that we've had a lot less time intensive for me, and better outcomes for them. So that's why I think, as much as possible, we should all turn ourselves into cyborgs, and what can be automated and can be streamlined should be, so that we can do more of the human stuff that we were really hired for. So that's me. Thank you.